palace of windows where the secrets overflow. You were drowning in your clothes all alone. And the feeling's over now, but it follows you around. And you're haunted by the sound of your mouth. Palace of windows where the secrets overflow. You were drowning in your clothes all alone. And the feeling's over now, but it follows you around. And you're haunted by the sound of your mouth. Yeah, I know I'm leaving here tonight and not coming home. Yeah, I thought maybe you
It's 7:25, and I just wanted a fucking Mexican pizza. When nobody was there to work to keep the fucking lobby open. And I don't want to eat a Mexican pizza in my car. It smells like shit, but it tastes delicious.
would stick around and we would talk. Oh, I believed in something, 'cause I made it out alive. You weren't as sober as honey, and I was wasted all the time.
Happy Friday, friends! I didn't fall asleep this time. Yeah, sorry about Tuesday. This has been a week, I tells ya. I tells ya. Plural. Plural. Yeah. Whew. I got home from work on Tuesday, beyond exhausted. Like, parked my vehicle at 6 p.m. I got like 2 to 3 hours before stream. If I'm going to make it through, I need a nap. So I was so like, I had it so well planned out. I went into the house, you know, shoes off, bag down, all that stuff. Every step between the front door and my bedroom without turning any lights on, because I didn't want to turn lights on and impact my ability to quickly fall asleep and get a good nap. Like, I thought all of that through. And was feeling super proud of myself. It's like, all right, this will be pretty good. This will be pretty good. I can get like a 2-hour nap here. Then stream will be great. The only thing I didn't think out was I did not set an alarm. You know, to make sure it wasn't just sleep. And so 6 p.m., laid down for a nap. 5 a.m., I woke up. Whoops. So my apologies. I had every intention of being here on Tuesday, but I flew a little too close with the sun thanks to my own smugness, thinking I had I had the perfect plan in place, and woe is me. The best laid plans of mice and men, etc., etc. But we're here now. It continued to be a fucking slobber knocker of a week. I am exhausted, but we're here. I did not trust myself to take another nap. In fact, to occupy my time, I made a jar of homemade Caesar dressing, which I've never done before, and it's delicious, and a tray of homemade croutons, which was made with a repurposed loaf of garlic bread, and that also turned out very nice. So, and now we're here. So, folks are here. Chat's popping off. We got to do our greetings here. Make sure we don't miss anyone. Who was the first one here? I think it was Lamp. Welcome in, Lamp, and then CP Geek, Waddy, and then Phoenix. Welcome in, friends, and then Jim. Howdy, everybody. Nice to see each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. It's Friday, bitches! Damn right, and it's about time. And it is about time. This was a week. It was one of those, not Occam's razor, Murphy's Law kind of weeks. Every single day was just... oh, God. New things breaking or going wrong that compounded on top of each other and just was such a pain in the ass. But I know it's because next week is a holiday week here. It is a very short week here because next Thursday is Thanksgiving, believe it or not. American Thanksgiving, at least. And then because of my union contract, I also get Friday off from work as a paid holiday. So I've got a 4-day weekend coming up next week, so I just have to get through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'm hoping that it's not a knockdown, drag out, fight to the finish next week. But you never know. You never know. In my experience, the universe really makes you earn that time off. But maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, snap. Phoenix is streaking 10 times. That's a lot of streaking, Phoenix. And it's getting cold outside. Thank you for the 10 stream streak, though. Greatly appreciated. Streaking! So Eric is sleeping through Tuesday streams. Exhaustion overrules streaming. Understandable. Again, I thought I had such a good plan in place, and then I was just my own crapulence and just not turning an alarm on. Truth be told, though, with how tired I was, if the alarm had gone off, for all I know, it wouldn't have even woken me up. But I did check. Like, did I even set one?
Phoenix got drafted by Jim today. Jim today gifted a tier 1 sub to the Black_Phoenix.
Jim gifting a sub to Phoenix. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jim. Going to one of our OGs here. Greatly deserving. Tell me about the rabbits. Tell me about the rabbits, George. Yeah, okay. Okay, Lenny. We'll talk about the rabbits. The incredible one, as always, in reference to Waddy. I get to work Wednesday because we're all off Thursday, quote unquote. Yeah, and you're getting into the thick of it now, Phoenix. So we're all sending you the best good vibes we can, because you're front lines of the holiday season. CB Geek hasn't had dinner yet, waiting for someone to deliver some Palo a la vodka. Sounds delicious. I think he just called you old, bro. I am old. But yeah, that's the long and the short of why we weren't here Tuesday. Fully intended to, but that's the thing. And again, this circles back around to like we're proponents of self-care here, and when you if you don't take care of your body, then your body will get what it needs one way or another. And it needed more sleep, and by gum, it got it. So yeah. But we're here now. It is Friday. We made it through this week. Oh my God. Ermagerd. And you think you hear a delivery? Work is ramping up. We're getting inundated with orders with no room to store them. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I can't imagine. The only yeah, I mean, I've done service type jobs in various capacities through holiday seasons, and it's yeah, it is not for the faint of heart, because it really does, all that holiday cheer does bring out the worst in a lot of people. Oh well, but you can do it, Phoenix. We believe in you. I did find something pretty neat, though. I was poking around in the fridge trying to make some room for irrelevant. I found something tucked away in the back of the fridge that I've forgotten about, and it is a survivor of the summer series of polar seltzers. I had a passion fruit au guava in the fridge that I didn't know about. So hell yeah, we're gonna have a last little taste of summer here with this passion fruit guava flavor. We're gonna crack on into this, and that should set us up for a good night, I think. Not the most phantasmagoric crisp there, but we'll live with it. This one was so good too. Yeah. Of all the ones that I could leave in the fridge and forget about, I'm glad it was this one, because this passion fruit au guava is fantastic. Not when you breathe it in, though. Well, shit. I'm crying. And what prompted that, I was literally going to say we put our pinkies up because we fancy. And then I choked to death on it. We ain't fancy. We ain't fancy, friends. Oh my God. Oh. I mean, it's delicious. I wasn't exactly inhaling it, though.
Whoa. Baby! The Panda Booty just cheered 1 bucks. Swiggity swa booty.
Oh, and HB is here as well. Welcome, HB. Drowning on stream is TOS violation. I'm sorry. I didn't intend to. It happened. I have a polar seltzer drinking problem, I guess.
Whoa. Merba Panda Booty just cheered 1 bits. Guess who is at my house?
That's a pretty broad question, Mare Bear. It could be a lot of people. I don't know. Are you at your house? As opposed to, like, working?
Whoa. Merba Panda Booty just cheered 1 bits. Ally 5.
Ally 5? Oh, Allie. Allie's there. Hi, Allie. I'm just dying at drinking seltzer over here. Nothing to worry about. Oh, I missed a lot in chat. Holy moly, you choke to death on seltzer, and all of a sudden you get backlogs of chat. All right, left off with Phoenix. The shit thing is that we contracted with other companies to deliver them, and they're refusing to deliver them all because it doesn't pay enough. Well, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Sounds like my issue with not receiving my orders by delivery, but on a larger scale. So you're drinking Apollo's vodka CP Geek for dinner. A godly choice, no doubt. Oh, God. Turning on streams against terms of service. Don't do it. Okay, Eric, you're supposed to drink the liquid, not... Oh! That's what I did wrong. Direct input via the lungs. It hurts. Oh, God, Eric, don't fizz that. Don't fizz your own lungs. Yeah, 2 out of 10 would not recommend. I'd play the chorus to fancy, but the music industry are terrible people. Indeed, CB Geek, indeed. We don't need any muted chat bits here. I'm fortunate at least that there's a bunch of cool independent artists that I've found over the years that don't have a problem with me playing their music on my stream. Case in point, tonight's artist we're playing Dead Motel again. Probably one of my albums of the year for 2025. Got to start thinking about wrapping that up. But definitely one I've spent a lot of time on my commutes listening to. Got a lurk talking to Saza for the first time in a while. Well, tell Saza that we all say hi. If you're even still there, Waddy. Come back, Ali! Come back, Ali's sister! HB says to Waddy, please let us know how she's doing and tell her I said hi. Oh, and HB is also on a 10-stream streak. All right, rock and roll. We're all streaking here. Woo! Everybody get naked! Don't fizz lungs. That sounds like a horrible way to die. Oh, and there's some. I think I was watching one of those like terrible ways to die shows that I think used to be on Spike TV back in the day. And I remember one where it was an ancient town built around like an old lake that was, I think it was like a lake in a dormant volcano, like, or something. I don't know. That's irrelevant. But there was a bunch of CO2 like way down in the mud, and there was like an earthquake or something, and all of that gas suddenly got released, like just right up out of the lake. And because CO2 is heavier than air, it displaced all the air. So everyone in this town died via carbonation. What a horrible way to go. If you've ever like taken a whip, like just gotten some of the CO2 from a soda up your nose, imagine that, but all up in your bits, and there's nothing you can do about it. No, sir. I don't like it. Oh, from what I understand, most artists are pretty great. It's the execs who are Class A bungholes. Couldn't put it better myself, CP Geek. Couldn't put it better myself. Takes his gear off and runs through the chat. Oh, my. Sounds like carbonated haggis. That was an episode of Mr. Ballin as well. Well, except for that, Lars Ulrich, that dude is a boner. Yep, he sure is. He sure is. He's like, if you imagined a fart and gave it a human body, that's Lars. He's just a fart. He's not even the best drummer in Metallica. All right. I think we've recovered from our carbonation incident. Lol. But yeah. Don't breathe it in. Didn't he get busted for doing the same thing he was chastising? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I think what Eric described was an actual episode of Ren and Stimpy. Carbonated living may be hazardous to one's health. PSA, the more you know. Because knowledge is power. So we're kind of just chilling out tonight. We may jump back over and play some more Banishers a little later on. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling. But as we're getting approached, wow, grammar and vocabulary, apparently not my strong suits. As we approach the last month of the year, we're starting to get to that point where year in reviews and stuff like that starts popping off. So we'll have, I know a bunch of us go through our Twitch in reviews. Some of us go through like Spotify Wrapped or anything like this because it's fun. It's fun to do. I have something similar to that, although kind of not really, that we're going to check out tonight. You may or may not be aware of this, but there is a how to describe this? Well, there's an independent company called BroadwayWorld, and it's kind of like a tabloid site for like performing arts, mainly theater and musical theater related stuff. You know, you can get show news and stuff like that. Their website is atrocious, especially on mobile. Like if you ever visited a local TV station's website and just how cancerous it is with pop-ups and stuff, their site's kind of like that. But it does have some value. And I bring it up because one of the things they do every year is they have the regional BroadwayWorld Awards. And they have like smaller units broken up to different regions around the country, and one of the regions is Vermont. So, and what they do in every fall is they open up nominations and then voting for. It is entirely based on public opinion. So it's basically you folks out there within this region can nominate shows, performers, technicians, stuff like that for best of awards. So more or less a crowdsourced, I guess, popularity contest. That's really the way to do it, the way to think about it. So like your local version of a Tony, I guess, but it's something that everyone can participate in. I guess as long as you have an email address. But because Vermont's a small place, but it has a lot of small theater companies, it ends up being, these are usually swept by the biggest 3 to 5 theater companies in Vermont every year. But I like to look at them regardless, because sometimes there's people I know that get nominated. I don't know if I know anyone personally that's ever won, because these big companies I don't work at. But Vermont, what state is that in? Funny guy. Tall glass of bees. Hi, tall glass of bees. Bees. So we're gonna go through this. I haven't looked at the nominees yet. But we'll see. Maybe I'll see someone I know on this. My friend and occasional co-writer Rick Ames has been nominated a few times. So yeah, we'll see. We're gonna go through this and check it out. So, and if you're feeling so inclined, like I said, this is something anyone is welcome to vote for. Yeah, 2025 Regional Awards honors regional productions, touring shows, and more, which had their first performance between October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2025. Local editors set the categories, readers submit their nominees, and that part has been done. So now this is where the editors have assembled the nominees for folks to vote on. And I guess they announced them in January. So let's pop in and take a look at the list here. Again, the site is kind of confusing. We're going to be jumping around a lot. But best cabaret / concert / solo performance. All right, so Too Fat for China, Lost in 8. Bad Dates, Endgame by Teresa Rebick, Dorset Theater Festival. Okay, Lost Nation, so that's in Montpelier. I have friends and friends of friends who have worked there. I've never worked there. Dorset Theater Festival, I'm not familiar with that. 4 nominees for what is this? Cabaret concert. Oh, solo performance. Okay, well, I guess there were solo performances in this Marvelous Wonderettes show. Okay. I don't know anyone in that, so there we go. Let's see. Best choreography of a play or musical. Eats vegetable salad. Don't forget to tell me more later. Eric, I was a flightless burb. You go, oh, okay. You ever do that cheer court? We didn't, I think we thought about it, but haven't. It's been a little wild, and I slept through Tuesday's stream. Yeah, no, you didn't miss it. It's something we haven't actually. We talked about Fizz in a Drink, and we never did, because we also I think in that same conversation we discussed how you would go about turning, was it Worcestershire sauce into something drinkable? There's something to do with Worcestershire sauce, and I can't remember. I can't specifically remember. But yeah, I think that was in that same conversation. Yes! Worcestershire sauce? That's the one. But nice to see ya, bees! You went from the birds to the bees. Hey, there we go. The burbs to the bees. See, Jim drove to Calgary to spend last weekend with friends and attend an acoustic show by Canadian Albertan country musicians Terry Clark and Paul Brandt. It was good. Cool. I was saying how good it was and ended up driving an hour and a half to see the show again as you got a good discount. Just a few hours prior to sold out show. Pulling an error. Hell yeah. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. And I'm glad it was an awesome time and that it was worth taking that trek and doing it again. So that's awesome. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Good to see you too. I did go from the burbs to the bees. My mama told me it isn't polite to talk about the birds and the bees in public. But yeah, we're going through the regional BroadwayWorld Awards here, just in case I might know anybody, because occasionally I do. Vermont is a small place, but there's a surprisingly large amount of very small theater companies here. So, and the one I work for is one of those very small companies. So, I think in the history that BroadwayWorld has been doing this, I think we've showed up on here 2 or 3 times. I know we got nominated when we did On Golden Pond for both the production and for one of our actors. And I think one other time for favorite local theater company, which was pretty cool. We didn't win, of course, but we got nominated, and that was pretty awesome. Is this something we can vote for even if we're on opposite sides of the... yeah. Anyone can go to the Vermont-specific site, and you can vote for it. Again, we are just looking, so I don't even know if anyone related to me or my theater circle is even in this, because we're just starting to go through it now, so we'll find out. But yeah, if there's someone I know that I've worked with or whatever on here and people feel so inclined to give them a vote, you absolutely can. Put link in chat. We'll do that. I will. All right, I want to just go through them here first. I don't want anybody jumping ahead. All right, best choreography of a play or musical. All right, Dorset did Company? I didn't even know this. Newsies. Oh yeah, Lyric did do Newsies, didn't they? Drowsy Chaperone, Come From Away, Sweeney Todd. My friend Rick, who I mentioned, who I've sometimes co-write with, he got cast in this show. He got cast as Jesus Christ. Not as Jesus Christ. There is no Jesus Christ in Sweeney Todd. As Judge Turpin. But he had a bunch of personal family stuff come up, and he ended up not being able to do the show, so that was really unfortunate. Because he would have done amazing in that. Kin, a new musical. Not familiar with that. I don't recognize any of the names. So Lost Snake, you'll see, where is it? You'll see some of these names show up a lot. You'll see Lyric show up a lot. Lyric is the largest theater company in Vermont. They've got an annual budget in the millions. They are the big one. They're the silver tuna. Lost Nation's pretty substantial as well. Northern Stage sometimes pulls in Equity folks. Northern Stage is down in White River. They also can pull in Union folks. But yeah. Saza says, I'm doing okay, just figuring my life out a little bit. Kissing face, kissing face, kissing face. Well, we miss Saza, and we hope everything works out. We hope everything works out. Work, I thought you volunteered your time. It's still work. And I do get paid. It's not a lot. It's very little. I get expense reimbursements is what we call them for tax purposes. So, but it is a lot of hours, a lot of time, a lot of travel, but some say there's Jesus in all things. If possible, please tell her I'm glad she still exists and miss her. Hope things are working out. Wait, you guys get paid? So yeah, a lot of these, like this is a good representation of like the big theater companies in Vermont. So these are the ones you're going to see a lot going forward, just because they have big companies, a lot of people involved in them, which means a lot of people voting. So that's why they typically sweep the awards every year. So that was choreography. So now we're on to best costume design of a play or musical. So let's scroll down here. Newsies, Lyric, Vermont Rep, Northern Stage, Vermont Rep, Shelburne Players, Northern Stage. If I had more time, I'd go see more of these shows, but holy fuck! Holy moly! That's my show! I wrote this show! Holy fuck, this was last year's show! All right, Amy. Hell yeah. This is my show last year. She made the cryptid costumes. Hell yeah. Hold on. I got to pull a picture of those up. That's amazing. Tom saying, write it in chat. I have headphones on. I'm going through the BroadwayWorld nominations, and Amy got a costume nomination for my show last year. All right, let's see. All right, so this is an image I put together of everyone that was in the show last year. So this is Bigfoot, Mothman, the Vermont Pigman, and this is me right here. I'm playing a something between a Wendigo and a Skinwalker, but she did an awesome job with the costumes. That is hell yeah. But especially like the Mothman, I'm like how she figured out how to like the eyes and everything. Like this was my favorite of the costumes she made. This was sick. This was sick. Somebody clip him expressing his surprise. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, and this is cool. This is cool that I'm gonna be able to share this, and we'll be able to. Sweet, as a community, hell yeah, hell yeah. Amy absolutely deserved that. She worked her ass off on these costumes. All right. Oh, I know her. She was in my third show. She was in The Wolves of the Whispering Woods the year before. Let's see. Anyone else I know in here? No. But that's the big one. That's the big one. Hell yeah, Amy. Hell yeah. And you can only vote for one when you go to voting. So when we get to the end of this, I'll give you the link. And if you want to vote for Amy here in costume, then absolutely do. I would appreciate it. All right. So that was costume, design of a play or musical. So now best direction of a musical. Company, Newsies, Sweeney Todd. Again, a lot of the same folks, a lot of the same places. Do I know anyone here? Holy fuck! We did Irving. Hell yeah, we got nominated for White Christmas, which we did this. That's awesome. So Michael got nominated for best direction of a musical. Hell yeah! Dude, this is awesome. Hell yeah. And this was a challenge and a half to mount anyway, because due to like medical treatments and stuff he was getting, he wasn't able to come out here for our season this year, and he directed this musical basically via Zoom. I set up a large TV hooked up to a computer and with a camera down in the audience, and we saw him on this big screen, and that's how he directed this show. So that's awesome. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. 2 nominations for us, little old Corey Works. Heck yeah. I'm here for it. A nominated show writer and director. Costumes nominated. That was a picture of Eric on Tuesday. That's epic. All right. So we have a nomination for best costume design for the show that I wrote and directed. And then Michael got a nomination for best direction of a musical. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Best direction of a play. Let's see what we got here. Stones in His Pocket. Yeah, Vermont Rep, Northern Stage, Lost Nation, Dorset. Anne Hart. Okay, I have a negative sort of. I worked with Anne Harvey once. She was brought in when I was in college to direct an unfortunate production of the Pajama Game that we more or less had to do. None of us wanted to do the show, and it probably wasn't the most professional we ever acted as a cast, but that being said, she really did not jive with our performing arts department. None of us had a good time, and yeah, that's the last I'll say about the Pajama Game. But I mean, but truth be told, she was out of her wheelhouse as well. I see she did The Tempest, which I know, if I recall correctly, like that was more her wheelhouse anyway. It was like classic drama, and here it was like, we need someone to direct this, and she was friends with the music director, so she kind of got thrust into it. There's some other companies on here I've not seen before, so that's pretty cool. Holy fuck! That's me! This is the show I did this year. Fuck yeah! This is part 5 of my series. Oh my god. I'll take it. I'll freaking take it. That's awesome. Oh. Guess I'm gonna get off my ass and get the video up on the channel, the CoreyWorks channel. Wait, what? This was the best director of a play, dude. In college, I got a nomination for the Stage Directors and Choreographers Association award, and with the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival, and I was the only student director from Vermont to make it to the regional level. But all that being said, it's like, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to directing, like, I love doing it, but I feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook. Let's see. Let's finish this up here. So, what? Okay. I got last year's show too. Okay. And this one last year was because these two shows here are really kind of like two parts of one. I mean, they're both parts of the 5-part story, but part 4 and part 5 were really like two halves of the same coin. And this was like, Legends was like setting this whole thing up, and then Faye was really the resolution of them. But I mean, you put them together and they're like over 5 hours. But Eric gets his own nomination as a director. He's on a list. This is so awesome. I'm very tempted to go brag that I'm friends with an award-nominated writer-director. Hey, I know that motherfucker. He's my homie. Oh, man. Oh, but you can only vote for one. Oh, God. I'm going to have to Sophie's Choice my own shows. Oh, God. So, like, in this one, this is the one that had all the cryptids in it, and in terms of, like, the story and everything, it plays kind of like a slasher movie, is what kind of inspired me. And completely different tone and everything with this one. This one's, yeah. Nominate the one that has a better chance. Yeah, I think in terms of, like, God, it's so tough. Just purely in terms of looking at it through director's eyes, I think I would go with Faye. Just because it was the exact same cast. Everything was like, that was already, so we didn't have to spend a whole lot of time like on the big team building stuff and everything. We really got to hit the ground with like an already pretty cohesive group, and I the whole time through this I kept reminding them like in terms of the ensemble and everything, like it was one of the best groups I've ever worked with through my entire career. Whether that is a reflection of how I directed them or anything, that I don't know. That could be a dubious argument, but I don't know. I think I would go with Faye, just as I think that's where it was, and it was the conclusion of the whole 5-part series. I think there was bigger risks there and I think a more satisfying payoff. Not to say that Legends didn't have that. They're just they're such wildly different stories presented wildly different ways. But yeah, I think I would have to say Faye. I think yeah, that's probably how I'll end up voting. I'd probably pick Faye. But holy shit. And it's kind of, I don't want to call it a technicality, but the fact that these were two shows that because of how they stagger the dates for nominations, I guess, technically occurred in the same year, because Legends went up the first 2 weekends in October last year, but we had to shuffle the schedule this year, and Faye went up the last 2 weekends of September. And the cutoff was the end of September. So technically, both of these shows at least happened within this nominating period. So that is fucking awesome, though. Wow. All right, anyway. So, fuck. I mean, let's take a little drinky poo here and try not to drown myself again. 2 director credits will be joining the Directors Guild. Fancy. Director's Eyes, an offshoot of Betty Davis Eyes. He's got those director's eyes! Alright, we're up to Best Ensemble. Alright. Again, Lyric, Dorset, Lost Nation, Vermont Rep. A lot of these same folks, a lot of these same shows. Oh shit, Paramount did Urinetown? I did Urinetown in college. It was so much fun. Let's see. Farm Project. Oh shit! Well, Lamoille County's Rocky Horror got a nomination. This is the ensemble. Yeah, absolutely. This is well earned. One of my friends, Cassandra, who was in my show Last of the Living Legends and had a cameo in Faye, she was in this. This is one of the one of the few shows that wasn't at my theater that I went to see this year, and it was fantastic. They did a fantastic job. Oh shit! Was I not just saying that the cast of Faye was like the best cast I ever worked with? Holy shit. Ensemble nominate. Okay. This one, even more so than like my name on an award. This one means a lot to me. That's awesome. And they absolutely earned it and deserve it. Hell yeah. I prefer that song with Marty Feldman eyes. Above Rocky Horror is another Rocky Horror? Oh shit! I got it for Legends too? I mean, it's the same cast. But hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and Cassandra's in both of those shows. Hell yeah. Dude. I don't know what happened this year. Like, we've never shown up. We've never been nominated for these. Like I said, with the exception of, like, when we were nominated for On Golden Pond, and then, like, twice. And then I think I might have gotten a Best Young Audience nomination for my show Wolves, like 3 years ago. But hell, wow, this is nuts. Weston got a nomination for their They actually, the same time we did White Christmas, Weston did White Christmas. They did a by the book White Christmas though, and ours was really different. Ours pulled a lot from the movie, and ours was very different. So, but they got a nod for that. All right, cool. So 2 directing nominations, 2 ensemble nominations. Michael got a directing nomination for White Christmas, and Amy got best costumes for Legends. Was that 6? Is that 6 nominations? Wow. Let's keep going. All right, we're getting into the technical awards now. We have never gotten a technical award for anything, and probably never will, just because I don't have a lot to work with, and when you don't have a lot to work with, you can't really be impressive. At least when it comes to tech. All right, let's see. Lost Nation, of course. Lyric, of course. Lost Nation, Vermont Rep. Northern Stage. Northern Stage, Lost Nation, Northern Stage. Yep, and that tracks. And that tracks. I mean, I know I am the light designer, but again, I got 10 or 12 fixtures. Can't do a whole lot of creative light design when you've got like 12 fixtures to work with. Oh, Fates! Nice to see you, Fates. Howdy, howdy. Hope y'all are well. I'm exhausted myself at the gym, and I'm really exhausted. Hope y'all are doing well. Any news for next week? Yeah, plan is same as always. Heather's hosting, so if you want to go, we'll go. That's what my plan is. Yeah, and I didn't see any of these shows either that got nominations for lighting design, so that's all right. Best music direction and orchestra performance. All right, Sweeney Todd, Newsies, Jersey Chaperone. Oh, Rocky Horror. Yeah, Rocky Horror got another one. Yeah, the orchestra for that show was great. And they actually, like, with LCPs, they're in an old opera house, and for a lot of their musicals, the orchestra is like on the floor in front of the stage, so that's like right in your face. But for this one, they built an elevated platform and put the orchestra like way up back over the stage, and it worked so much better for that space. So that's who I'll be voting for in this category. Coolio, yes please. All right, that is the plan then. That's the plan, Stan. All right, best musical. Newsies, Sweeney Todd, Company, Drowsy Chaperone. Again, like I said, we're going to see a lot of these names over and over again. But that's just how it goes. They're the big companies. Little Women, Next to Normal. Oh, Rocky Horror. Good job, LCP. They did Rent and Barry. Weston got their White Christmas. Oh shit, we got our White Christmas too! Hell yeah! Take that, Weston. So that's 7. That's 7 nominations for Corey Works. Dude, we're killing it this year. We're killing it. Hell yeah. You mean people don't like loud instruments between them and the show? Who knew? I was learning some more manual dumbbell exercises this week that did 50 pounds of core exercises. Hell yeah! My shoulders and abdomen are very sore, but it's going to be worth it. That's awesome. Yeah, and keep that up. Back in high school and everything, I think like in college, going to the weight room was always my favorite thing. Just something Something very zen about just lifting heavy weights over and over and over again. But hell yeah, White Christmas. Which one was this? Best musical. Yeah, and we were certainly creative with it. We were certainly creative. All right. Best new play or musical. Let's see. Northern Stage, Lost Nation. Oh. Hey! We got best new play twice as well. For Legends and Forest. And there's what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11 nominees in this category, and I got 2 of them. So I wrote 2 of the best new plays or musicals in Vermont for this last calendar year. That's awesome. Oh, but again, I'd have to pick. I'd have to put the playwright hat on and be like, which is the better play? Which is the better story? Oh, God. They're so different. I don't know. I can't mull this over right now. Got my Fitbit up to 130 from forcing myself to do 30 reps of core in a row on 50 pounds. Crashed hard when I got home. Gonna make hamburger tomorrow morning to celebrate. Hell yeah, that sounds awesome. Any plans to stream gaming tonight? Rockstar. Once we finish this, we're almost at the end of this nomination list. Yeah, it's only 10 o'clock, so we may do an hour of shit. What is that? Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, because that is our Friday game. So we may jump in and play some of that. Now you're gonna have a nomination wall at the theater. Well, I'm more of an automatic dumbbell. But that is the plan, I think. Yeah, like an hour, maybe 45 minutes, an hour. We'll see. Oh wait, no, we go later. But yeah, we'll definitely have at least an hour to play some Banishers, and then we'll play some Marbs, as we always do. Be careful, being active in the glorious house of gains could lead to side effects like becoming jacked, tan, and juicy AF. Get too swole, you might not fit through doorways. Hey Eric, I'm free for Thanksgiving. I live much closer to you now, which is convenient. Yeah, it's... Oh God! Oh God! Seema! Too tall or some doorways as things stand now. All right. Oh, but man, I hate that I have to Sophie's Choice my own shows again, and this time is like, yeah, I don't know. Is Faye the better story? It has to close all the loopholes. It has to tie everything together. But Legends also like I wrote on social media after when Legends was done, like, this is the best piece of writing I've ever done in terms of like theater. But did I surpass it with Faye? I don't know. All right, again, let's keep going. Let's keep going here. So what was that? What are we, 9 nominations now? Well, what was that? That was Best New Play or Musical. All right, Best Performer in a Musical. So this is like for, I think, lead roles. Because they have, yeah. So Best Performer, that's for lead roles, and they have Best Supporting Roles for supporting roles. So Best Performer in a Musical. All right. And this one we'll look at the names. See if I know anyone. No one I know so far. Oh, Kathleen Keenan, she's one of the big wigs at Lost Nation. She got a nomination. Tara Noel, Lost Nation, yep. Familiar with her, haven't worked with her. Oh man! Amy, who got the costume nomination. She was one of the leads in White Christmas. Hell yeah, Amy! Hell yeah! That's awesome. That's awesome. That's 2 nominations for Amy. The rug really tied the room together, did it not? That's awesome. I think historically, I think there's only ever been one acting nomination that we've gotten, and Rick got that for On Golden Pond. So this makes 2. Hell yeah, good job, Amy. Let's see. Catherine Keenan again. Holy shit! Rick got one for White Christmas too. Hell yeah! That's yeah, awesome. He played the Bing Crosby part in White Christmas. And did a lot of heavy lifting in that show. Because aside from our pianist, Rick was the only guy in the show because of how we had to basically rebuild the show around who we had available. So heck yeah, it was a fun show. I caught it online. Awesome. So Rick and Amy both got nominations for White Christmas. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. Oh no, that means I'm gonna have to pick one. Oh no. Do I pick Rick? Oh god. I guess that's the flip side to that, I guess. All right, so this was Best Performer in a Musical, so the next one is Best Performer in a Play. Now, did any of my actors get nominated? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right. All right, don't know any of these folks so far. And this is Best Performer, so there's be a lead actor. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think I know any of these people. Oh, Kim Bent, Lost Nation. I've heard of her. There's at least someone. Oh, no shit! Holy shit! It's my lead actor for Faye. Dude! That's awesome! Dude, kid's in 8th grade. He's in 8th grade. And this was a monster of a role. Dude, that's awesome! And like, hell yeah, that is awesome. That is great. Oh, I feel so good about that. Oh, I can't wait to tell him. Oh shit. Yeah, Cassandra got one for Legends for last year's show. She basically played the killer. And she was fierce. Oh man. And Riley took over because Cassandra couldn't reprise the role this year. So Riley took her place for the final show. And she got a nomination for it too. Hell yeah! Sunshine Sally Gang, rise up. Dude, that's bitchin'. And yeah, it was Riley and Uriah. Like they were the two leads in this show this year. And yeah, he's in 8th grade, she's in 9th grade, and within I think the second week of rehearsals, they they started dating. Oh my god. That's bitchin'. Anyone else in here we know? No fucking way. No fucking way. What? Okay. Your boy got a Best Actor nom. Dude. I mean, right. I mean, I did. I put my fucking all into this because the kids deserved it, but not because the harder I went, the harder they went. But I got to, for anyone that wasn't able to see that show, I basically played a, basically the pastor who gets possessed by an evil spirit. So I kind of played the bad guy this time around. And I ended up like, I got to wear a cool purple dress and everything. So like, holy shit. And then this is Riley. She got the nomination, and cutting off Uriah's head, he got the nomination too. Holy shit. So the three of us. That's awesome. Dang, that's I was not expecting that. And still, like, I am not voting for myself. I am not. It's going to be one of the kids. Oh my god, I have to Sophie's Choice these kids. Is a percentage the number of votes? A percentage of the, like, what's been tallied so far. But again, like, you look at the graph here, like, these were just announced today. And the one in the lead has gotten 9 votes. So these are gonna. So I'm nominated, but I haven't gotten any votes yet. But again, these just came out. Riley's gotten a vote. Cassandra's gotten a vote. Uriah's gotten votes. That is awesome, dude. I'm stoked that Cassandra got a nomination for last year's show. Oh, but because, like, again, she was freaking fierce. But, like, you know, she was the killer. She was the bad guy. So she was supposed to be. But, like, you got to take some really awesome pictures. See how blood splattered she is. And held back by all the cryptids. Absolutely well deserved. It's her killing Rick. So everyone should vote now. That'll push you to first. Load the die. All right. Oh, that's so me, Riley, Uriah, and Cassandra got Best Actor noms. That's so sick. So that was, or Best Performer in a Play. All right, Best Play. All right, play that goes wrong. Richard II. Too fat for China. Holy shit! Best Play. And it's both of them. For Faye and for Legends. And Faye is tracking higher than Legends. Again, I think ultimately Faye was, like, in terms of what you'd put into, like, Best Play. Yeah, I guess I would. Again, it's so tough. Anything else show up here? Oh man, the spring show we did. This is like an original piece of the shit. What is it? John Browning love letters. That's cool, dude. That's sick. I've lost count. We're over 10. We're over 10 nominations at this point, and I'm getting hiccups because I'm like freaking out so much. Rick with gray hair. Never thought I'd see the day. Oh, I mean he's getting up there. Costumes and makeup on that show look sick. Yeah, I mean Amy, consider the first one we saw was the nomination for the costumes for that show. Like, yeah. Amy absolutely killed it with the costuming for Legends. Absolutely killed it. Dude. 2 nominations for Best Play now. All right, Best Scenic Design of a Play or Musical. I really don't think I'd show up in this one because, like, there wasn't much. Everything I did was, like, using projections. So, not much in terms of practical set construction or anything. Yeah, Vermont Rep, Dorset, Lost Nation, Northern Stage, Lost Nation, Northern Stage, Lost Nation, Vermont Stage. Yeah. But that's fine. Again, like, if we could afford to do bigger, more complex scenic design and such, we would, but it takes money and we don't guts it. All right, Best Sound Design. Again, it's one of those things. It's my responsibility, but we don't do audio reinforcement, and yeah, I don't think anything that I've produced would warrant being on this list. So, especially like these shows that did these massive musicals, like of course they would be here, because there's a lot of, like, to sound produce something like, you know, a Sweeney Todd or Newsies, like, that's a lot of work. Yeah. And again, these are all the big shows from the big theaters, so no surprises there. All right. That was sound design. Now we're on to Best Supporting Performer in a Musical. So this is, like, not your leads. So, let's see if anyone we know here. Well, we had Rick and Amy for the leads. Do we have yeah, we'll see. Adrian for White Christmas. Hell yeah. Yeah, she played the character of Amy's character's sister. I can't remember the name of the sisters in White Christmas. I'm sorry, but she was like the funny one, and she's absolute riot. That is awesome and well deserved. And it was her first time doing theater with us, so getting a nomination right out the gate with the first show. Heck yeah! And being in the top chunk of the list already too. That's awesome. Let's see, anyone else I know? Oh, hell yeah! Cassandra got one for Rocky Horror. Hell yeah! Oh, she's gonna feel good about that. She actually ended up like getting really sick going into the second weekend, like so much so that I think she had to miss the end of the run because she literally had no voice left. But I went to opening night, so I got to see her firing on all cylinders, and hell yeah, good job, Cassandra. And no one wants to have to not perform, for whatever reason. But to be recognized for her performance, despite those circumstances, is awesome. Rocky Horror is a hard show for, like, everybody. Let's see. Oh, cool! Elizabeth got one for White Christmas as well. She played the innkeeper. I can't remember the character's name, but a very comic part. And she did awesome as well. She's one of like our absolute OGs. Like she was working with us. Like she was the very first production of Reader's Theater that we ever did back in the 90s. She was a part of. So that's awesome. Let's see, anyone else? No. But so Elizabeth and Adrian for our production of White Christmas, and then Cassandra for Rocky Horror. That's awesome. Again, Rocky Horror at a different theater company, but all the same. I lost my voice to a cold when I moved in. Not fun to lose your voice even if you don't have to. Yeah, it sucks. It really does. Because of the vibe, if you're not on like 11, it shows up on stage. Yep, absolutely. Because it's one of those shows that like there's a lot of shows like people know them, but when it comes to Rocky Horror, people know them. So like you gotta be on the ball. So best supporting performer in a play. Let's see what we got here. Dude, if we have are we gonna have more? Let's see. More folks. I don't know. This is like the supporting roles in a play. So like not the lead characters. Other folks. Holy shit! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Lily got one for Faye! So, I had to sign an affidavit submitted to the military in order for Lily to be in this show. Because she enlisted in the National Guard, and they wanted to send her to boot camp before the show went up. So I had to write and sign an affidavit to the National Guard saying, "Hey, I am the director of this show. Lily is a vital part of this series. Like, can you please not send her to boot camp until the show is done. And they did just that. And she left for boot camp like at the beginning of this month. So fucking awesome. I'm gonna have to I'm absolutely gonna have to write her a letter saying congrats on the nomination. That's awesome. She like right now is at boot camp. Dude, that's awesome. No fucking way. Dude, I got one for... I got a nomination for Legends? What? This was me, like, playing the Skinwalker part. Dude! Nope, wrong one. Hold on. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, this is for this part. Which fucking the costume was nuts and it made my face bleed for real. But like, hell yeah. I don't necessarily think I deserved this nomination. But that's awesome. Oh no shit. Holy fuck. India is Lily's sister. And had probably one of my favorite performances amongst the cast in Faye. And dude, and this was I think I think because last year I pulled Chris into the cast. He's Uriah's dad because I needed one more body to play the cryptids, and then this time I'm like I'm gonna see what he can do, and I gave him a bigger part in this show, and he's like, "Are you out of your mind?" Like, but he put in the work. And he pulled it off clearly enough to get a nomination. Dude, that's awesome. And I got to some of my favorite scenes from Faye were like these like tug of war moments that my character had with his character. Which, this is the two of us. Yeah, that's him. That's me. And this is India. This is Lily. So she got nomination. She's the one who's in boot camp right now, and this is her sister India. Absolute riot. Like, she was shitting bricks because she's never really given an opportunity. Like she's acted before, but she was always kind of given small parts without really much in terms of lines. She was kind of one of those like, here, you can be tree number 2. But I had this character who's like a comic relief character. And she was like shitting bricks, like, how am I going to do this? I've never done anything like this. And I'm like, I think you can do it. I think you can do it. And like, and she's so fucking funny. And for the most part, doesn't even realize that she's so fucking funny. So, and there's like a couple of scenes where the two of them, like, I really, in terms of like directing, was so easy because I just got to like turn the sibling rivalry and just like have them behave how they behave at home. it just, yeah. Dude, this is so fucking cool. We go from like only ever having 2 or 3 nominations ever to like, I don't know, what are we at? 14? 14 now? I completely lost count. God, but who would I vote for in this category? Oh, that sucks. Who would I vote for? I'm not voting for me, especially in this category. It would either be India or Lily, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to dwell on that one. Dude, this is wild. That was not, when I sat down to do this, I was not expecting, because we never show up on this. We never show up on this. I was expecting to just run through this and be like, to have it be a moment to be like, y'all know I work in theater, and there's a lot of theater in Vermont. Here are the big companies who show up on all the lists, and isn't that neat? And then we'd move on to other things, and now like, Jesus Christ, we've been at this for an hour, and we're not even through the list, because I keep freaking out, because we keep showing up. Shitting bricks must be great as a mason. Eric with 2 noms. Woo! Not gonna lie, I find it kind of ironic. He said many of these are the big theaters. The only ones I've ever known from Vermont are Corey Works and Flynn, and the later doesn't really count anymore. Well, it's when I say big, theater companies, because a lot of these theater companies, like, they don't have like facilities that they're responsible for. LCP does. They operate out of the Hyde Park Opera House. Lyric technically doesn't, but they operate, like, they are known for operating out of the Flynn. Lost Nation, they have their own facility. Northern Stage, they have their own facility, but a lot of these companies don't. They'll lease space, like at the Off Center or some other place like that. We are fortunate that we have our own facilities and don't have to worry about that. All right, where were we? That was Best Supporting Performer in a Play. Dude, that is... Hell yeah, dude. Okay, Best Theater for Young Audiences Production. So this one, historically, I got nominated for this once, and that was, I'm pretty sure, for The Wolves of the Whispering Wood. So we'll see if I show up here. And there we... Both shows here. Not much for competition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 7 shows. 7 shows nominated. But, like, I'm up against, like, James of the Giant Peach. Like, there's Lyric. There's Lost Nation. Those are the two big ones. But, like... Got some votes! And again, Faye is ahead of Legends. So maybe that's at least whoever these people that have voted so far, like, they seem to be putting Faye above Legends. So maybe that's the way to go. Maybe that's the way to go in these. Nothing against Legends. I guess maybe Faye is the better show. But it's a Sophie's Choice sort of thing. Oh, that major internet outage earlier this week was really funny to me. My downloads meant I avoided it for the most part, but the face of it is downwebs. Yeah, and that's and there's been, like, we had an Amazon Web Services outage in the last couple of weeks. Then this one was Cloudflare. It's like, this is what happens when the entirety of the internet resides on equipment run by like 4 companies. All right, and then favorite local theater. I think we've gotten a nomination for this once, and I think that was the same year I got one for Wolves. So we'll see if we show up here. So this is probably going to be a list of, like, all of them in Vermont, in all honesty. On the plus side, I think that means the shows can only show up here once. But yeah, Lost Nation, Lyric. LCP, they're on here. Oh shit! And here we are! Cool. I don't know if anyone else out there was like, was counting, because again, I lost count, but this is like, dude, how many of these did we get? It's like 15 plus. Holy shit. That's sick. So Amy got a nomination for Best Costume Design. Michael got a nomination for Best Direction of a Musical. I got 2 nominations for Best Direction of a Play. We got Best Ensemble for Legends and Fae. White Christmas got for Best Musical. I got nominated for Best New Play for Legends and Fae. Best Performer in a Musical, Rick and Amy. Best Performer in a Play, Uriah, Riley, and me, of all people. Best Play, Legends, Fae, and Dearest Friend. Didn't get any of the technical nominations. Best Supporting Performer in a Musical, Adrian and Elizabeth. Best Supporting Performer in a Play, Lily, Cassandra. No, Cassandra got Best Performer in a Play. So Best Supporting Performer, that was Lily, me, of all people, India, and Chris. Best Theater for Young Audiences, Legends and Fae. Favorite Local Theater, Coreyworks. Man. Well, again, anybody can vote in this. All it takes is a valid email address. So there's also nothing stopping you if you have more than one email address from voting more than once. Poorly administered DNS servers? That's a peddling. Anyone who's ever played Monopoly knows putting all the eggs on one property only matters if you land on it. Statistically, it's a fantastic play because someone usually hits every square. So, yeah, was not expecting this tonight. Was absolutely not expecting this tonight. Holy crap. I mean, so some of these we are going to have to... We do have to Sophie's Choice some of these. Yeah. What's also really cool about this is I'm going to a little a birthday thing tomorrow with a good chunk of my cast from Faye, because Chris, who was one of the supporting actor nominees, it's his birth, well, either is or will be very soon his birthday. So I'm gonna be able to like roll up to this and be like, happy birthday, you got a best supporting actor nomination. I'll vote in the morning. Probably going to head to sleep soon, though. The nap I took when I got home only partially helped. Streaming Tuesday. I intend to. Hopefully I don't try to take a nap and sleep all night like I did this week. But no, yeah, my full intention, it is coming up on a holiday week, so I am fully intending on streaming on Tuesday. I think I will, because again, there's a lot of information here in this list, so I think what I'm going to do for anyone that wants to vote on this, and maybe you weren't following along, I will write up the options that would support my theater company and the people I work with. Although, I mean, and maybe put it in Discord or something. And maybe say of like, because you can only vote for one. Especially in like the best actors and stuff. In case I don't make it to stream Tuesday, I'll see you Thursday. All right, sounds good, buddy. Have some good sleeps. But yeah, in terms of having to pick Legends or Fae, it looks like Fae is already in all of these. Fae has already gotten more votes.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
And just in terms of like, I'll say padding numbers, but like, probably better to go with the one that has a better chance. Yeah, again, I didn't expect any of this. And that being said, I do not expect us to win any of these, because we never have. It would be amazing if we did, but I'm not going to feel bad if we don't. I am just more than anything, I'm just fucking ecstatic that some of my cast got these nominations, because like they're so well deserved, especially yeah, I mean, especially like Chris in his like second show ever. India, who put in such a fantastic performance, even though she was like, I don't think I have this in me to do it, and she did, clearly. How do I make a program that creates a temporary email address, votes automatically for these particular ha 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 ha. But no, some of these companies like Lyric and Lost Nation and everything, they have their teams are like hundreds of people deep. And you know, we just aren't that. But yeah, but we'll do what we can. We'll put in a valiant effort. But just the fact that we showed up, the fact we were nominated is just absolutely awesome. And I couldn't be happier. But like, to win Best Play? That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, Fae is ahead of Legends in pretty much most of these. That's honest. That's probably the way I'm gonna go with this. In whatever category it is, which I think I probably would put Fae ahead of Forest. But anyway, I've been babbling about this for over an hour now, so maybe we can change course here. But god damn, I was not expecting it. I was not expecting this. I'm like heating up here. I'm all excited. But we have until the end of the year, literally, to do all this voting. So, oh god. And CB Geek has redeemed Burning Ring of Fire. I'm all happy. I'm all super stoked. And now I got to set myself on. All right. Well, like I said, we got to change course, so I guess we're changing course. That's mean, CP Geek. All right, well, take those snoots. No, don't set yourself on fire. That's turns. It'll just my mouth and possibly the other end, depending on how hot this is coming back out. So here we go. Is it better to do that? So that is 8. That is 8. Yeah, that is absolutely number 8. Yep, that is the front of the arrow. The back of the arrow would be I could say it's the other arrow, and that we have to do number 1. But nope, it is number 8. 8 out of 12. So it ain't gonna be great. It ain't gonna be great. 12, 12, 12. No! You couldn't say that because you're an upstanding, trustworthy individual who is multi-nominated. I'm a multi-nominated actor, director, and playwright. All right, what does this one have in it? This is I cannot read in these. I can't read in these conditions. There we go. Water, jalapeno, habanero, pepper, habanero powder, ghost pepper powder, scorpion pepper powder, Carolina Reaper pepper. Oh, God. So this gets up to the Carolina Reaper. You don't need external validation. You know that because you're fucking rad. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. All right. Oh, God. I do not know what happened to the spoon that I used to sample these wares with. Unless it's still farting around here. No, it's not. Oh, God. God, I don't want to just pour it in my mouth either. Oh, God. Oh, it is. You don't need a spoon. Just open the top and take a big swig. No. Just because they're in 5-hour energy type bottles. All right. Well, we're going to do this and then we're going to take a bio break. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to pour some on the outside of my hand. And then I'll go wash my hands afterwards. Oh, God. So there's that. Must wash hands before touching the pee-pee. All right, here we go. Eric has a big fish and a smallish... I'm a little worm on a big fucking... Oh, God, this is starting to burn my hand. All right. Burn a ring of fire. This is what you wanted, CP Geek. Ugh. Juice by Eric. Juice by Eric. Go, Eric. Oh, you're just saying Eric. Maybe we can convince Eric to put one of these hot sauces into some Don Q next. Oh, God. I've still got some of like the bougie barrel-aged Don Q. I also saw on the most recent upload by... well, not Nile Red, his other channel, Nile Blue, is a YouTube chemist if you're not familiar with him. Apparently, you can hypercarbonate liquor, like ethanol. It takes gas like a mofo. So maybe at some point, we're gonna have to, for the sake of human science, try fizzing plain old Don Q and see if it makes it better. Eric is left speechless by his nomination. Yeah, and the level 8 hot sauce. Oh, that is just, it's sitting right here. It's sitting right under Hank's mouth. Truth be told though, not atrociously hot. But I'm still like, my mouth is like
Well, looks like I know what the JPEG is. I just want a picture of a god dang hot dog. God dang hot dog. God dang hot dog. God dang god dang hot dog. I just want a picture of a I just want a picture of a god dang hot dog. I look like I know what a JPEG is. I just want a picture of a god dang hot dog.
Thank you for the 100 bits for the hot dog. Hank Hill hot dog song. Greatly appreciated. The lizard matches the beat of the song. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? That's just wasting Don Q. Well, I have those tinier carbonator bottles. Carbonator. No, proper Don Q. Yeah, no. I wouldn't do it with the bougie stuff. I'd go down. I'd take a trip to the New Hampshire liquor outlet and pick up a bottle of the OG Don Q Cristal for this experiment. Also, for what it's worth, I was right there in San Juan. Didn't have the opportunity to stop anywhere to get Don Q. Well, pro tip if you ever are. Any pharmacy, any grocery store, most gas stations, you can go in and you can buy Don Q. It's just that kind of place. So. It's not getting any hotter, so that's good. We're kind of riding the downward trajectory now. 10:57. Wow. All right. So I gotta take a bathroom break here so I can go wash my hands. Even though I use the back of my hand for this, I don't want to go to wipe my eyes or anything and completely incapacitate myself. So let's take a quick bio break here. And then we will come back and we're gonna play a little bit more Banishers. Probably 40-45 minutes or so, and then around 11:45 is about the time we'll jump over and start playing some Marbs. But for now, bio break and hand washing time. It is essential. So get up, stretch, wash the heat out of your mouth if you got to deal with that. Otherwise, we'll be back in just a minuto. So, all right, it is pee-pee time.
is mine, and I don't wanna feel this way. Everything I've got to say, I've already said.
And we're back. Hands are washed. Ready to roll. I still can't freaking believe that. 15 something nominations. That is crazy. We're going to jump into Banishers for a little bit. Let's get a little more done, just to say we did. All right. Oh, we got to launch the game Foist. And it felt it was appropriate to launch the game on my vertical monitor. When have I ever wanted a game on my vertical monitor? There we go. Life pro tip, if you ever need to move a window from one monitor to the other, and it's a full screen sort of thing where it's a pain in the butt, on your keyboard, press the Windows key, the Shift key, and then the directional arrow in the direction that you want the thing to move in. And it'll move to a different monitor. Now that's a thing you know. That's your free tech tip of the day. And it just moved... Okay, and it just moved it back to the other monitor. What the absolute heck-a-rooney is going on here? Just the tech tip, just for a second. You know, just to see how it feels. Oh, and now everything's all confused. Oops, you broke it. It keeps wanting to move it back to this other freaking screen. Why? What is wrong with you? And then we Alt-Tab, and it moves it back over there. All right, well, you can forget that tech tip, because this is just being stupid. All right, we're going to try it again. An error occurred while launching this game. Game already running. Not anymore, it's not. It's back on that freaking monitor. What did I do? What did I do to you? I have never put a game on that monitor. Why do you think that's the right thing to do? Idiot. And now I can't even get the mouse onto that monitor. What in the absolute fuck? All right, now we moved it to the upper monitor where it doesn't belong. What in the hell? 1280 by 1024? No, I Alt-Tab, and it moves the game back to the vertical monitor. Now, what the heck are you doing? Wonder if it'll do it again this time. You have never been like this. Why are you like this? Okay. All right. We're normal on the main monitor. Vertical monitor is back to how it's supposed to be. I think we're all right. All right. Well, that was fun. Not. Find Benedict Stoughton. Ah, yes. I see you know your judo well.
Piss off, Ghost!
It's freaking gone.
He's freaking gone.
So we gotta go over there and climb down. Jump! Whee! Alright, how did we run? Oh yeah, we can change back and forth between people. Whoops, that was a waste.
Oh, god damn it!
Oh, fuck!
Did you feel that?
It's close.
Gotcha, corpsey. Is that the guy we're looking for? Maybe it's not. Hyacinth bouquet. Oh,
Oh, shite on a short stick. Bloody hell. Lad's been torn to pieces. No, wait. He's been carved with a knife.
for his meat.
His meat.
Still no tie. At Jacob's hovel, perhaps?
Jacob Lind killed and ate his companion.
Jacob was eating meat.
Jacob was eating Ben.
Was he really that hungry?
Was he really hungry enough to eat his friend?
Maybe the nightmare had something to do with it.
All right, ad break in 60 seconds. My apologies to those that aren't subbed. But it should be the last one we have to endure this stream. Just make sure we're not missing anything down here. I don't think we are. This game is very specific about boundaries.
Try this on for size.
Zamp!
Make a run for it!
After 32 months, I've reached 200,000 snoots, whatever those are. Woo! They're like a community-based currency. You can, there's a bunch of things they can be redeemed for. What most folks do with them is, save them up until they qualify for free merch, and then they redeem them for free merch. Or like how CB Geek made me eat the hot sauce. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there like that. Channel points that you can use to make Eric do hilarious things or exchange them for merch.
I'm right here, you know.
Great! More fun.
Spectre, going for a meat suit.
Dang it, I'm pressing the wrong button.
I can help.
Nah, I got it. Oh, hello. How do we get down there? I must study on this. I used it earlier to make Eric red and inflamed. Ah, here we are.
Let's look for our tie while Jacob's outside.
Yes, still disgusting. Poor lad.
His food is the meat of the matter.
And tell you, that's horrible.
He's
Never heard
trying
of
to
worse
get
pun.
down to the meat of the matter, but his will gets weak. And his thoughts seem to scatter, but I think it's about Genesis 9. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. Blah, blah, blah. And surely your blood of your lives I will require. At the hand of every beast I will require it. At the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother I will require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. He made he man? A hand-whittled wooden bowl and spoon used by Jacob Lind. That's not what it's about. It's about forgiveness.
I think I found our tie. How did I not notice it before?
There were so many spectral
Forgiveness!
stains. It's a wonder we found it at all.
Forgiveness, even if
Come on, let's
you
talk to Ben.
don't love me anymore. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. What spell are we supposed to do? Dang it. I was too busy singing Don Henley. Make the ghost manifest. Okay. Piss off, ghost! I mean, show up, ghost!
Time to force the ghost to appear.
Force ghost? Come on, Obi-Wan, I know you're there.
You're not Jacob.
Well, his name is my name, too.
Who's you?
My name is Red McCraith.
A Scot. You?
Antea Duarte. We're banishers.
Does he use ghost peppers? Ha!
I'm beyond help. Where's Jacob?
What keeps you here?
We know what befell you, Benedict. What keeps you here?
He does. He waits and waits and waits on me. He'll not face what he has done, and I cannot go. I cannot go. But I'll not hate him. How could I?
He seems lost.
We thought him lost, in mind and reason.
Who'd not lose their mind? Stuck in place for weeks on end, deprived of a living, deprived of a life. Though I denied it, I saw it coming. I became wary. Some part of me knew what he was thinking, 'cause I was thinking it too.
These actors are like super dramatic. What do you want from Jacob?
What do you want from Jacob? Do you seek revenge?
I seek no vengeance. He is I, and I am him.
What does he need?
What does he need that he may let go?
He needs to face the truth, to accept what he has done to both of us. At night, he'd read scripture. God would mind us if we were good and honest. Jacob taught me that. We were good. We lived honest lives. We kept to ourselves, minded our business and no one else's. So tell me, Banisher, what did we do to deserve this?
This was beyond you.
This was not God's doing. Another powerful entity is at work here.
New Eden is cursed.
Then God has forsaken us, and we are doomed.
Doomed! You tried to leave this place.
You tried many times to leave this place.
I tried and failed. Week on week, month on month maybe. We went in circles. The woods are tricky, sir. Treacherous. Mean. Round and round we went. Round and round, and back again.
Jacob said you both had nightmares. The same nightmare.
Aye. And yet we got no sleep.
Enemies.
Couldn't tell
I gotta
truth
sing
from
a doom song
fantasy.
now. Doom, 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 doom,
Doom!
Would you please stop singing?
Proximity warning. Planet ahead.
Grr, we're here. We're finally here. Ooh, what's that? Planet?
Thank you for the 100 bits. Greatly appreciated. I love Gers so much.
The shadows seem to flicker at the corners of our eyes.
What a thing to come back to. How long were you in the woods?
How long have you and Jacob been out here in the woods?
Some winters now, but this one, it never ends. No way out, no way in. We were alone, not an animal in sight. I don't know when things changed.
Why do you want to know if Jim's going to get some cool-ass merch with the 200,000 snoots?
These godforsaken woods.
I will be rolling some new merch out in probably the next week or two. So bear that in mind. Just in time for the holiday season. Goodbye.
Thank you, Benedict. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Perhaps we shall, Banisher. Perhaps
Maybe
we
I
shall.
do, boy. Maybe I do. Bring closure.
Jacob must confess.
His denial runs strong.
His denial runs strong. He must have loved Ben very much.
But at 251, I could get me some hot-ass merch. I have some zip-up sweatshirts, and I believe I have a snoot blanket around here also. I keep a snoot blanket on my couch. Gotta be careful with that, though. Don't want to mix extreme ass temperatures, end up with an ass tornado like Taco Bell.
Oh, there to you, Jacob.
Mr. McCraith, sir?
Something happened to Benedict.
I'm sorry, Jacob, we must talk. Something has happened to Benedict.
What? Where is he? What happened?
What?
Come on
oh
now,
no!
If something's happened to Ben, say so. Where is he?
You need to remember.
Benedict is in pain. For his sake, you need to remember what happened. You need to remember what you did.
But No. I would never. I couldn't hurt him. I love him.
Jacob, look at me. It's safe to remember. Now tell me, what happened on that cliff top?
Me not know what the world requires of me, or inspire me, forsooth.
So tired. hunger was digging holes in me, burning in my
CB Geek Wars eats a pizza shirt on the cruise, and some old people at the bar were staring at it for like 20 minutes before they finally asked why there was a pentagram of marbles on top of a pizza on my shirt.
I wanted it all to stop.
So you made it stop.
So you made it stop. Do you remember now?
I failed him. I failed Benedict. I was so angry, so angry. He kept pushing me. We argued, and I couldn't think. When I saw him lying there on the ground, lifeless, the whispers said, it was him or me, him or me. I would have died. I should have died. For my sins, I deserve no better. I failed God. I failed my friend.
Did my due diligence and voted. Thank you, Phoenix. Greatly appreciated.
I'm a monster. I deserve no mercy.
No. You're just a sinner, begging for help.
Ah, Ghost! Piss off, Ghost!
We both faced a choice, simple and awful, to kill or to die. You struck first, and here we are.
Do you forgive me?
It's not about butthole pleasures at all.
He struck first.
Our fates are in the hands of others.
You get the link in chat? You did! I did put the link in there.
Yes. Banisher, do your job.
If you're to come back, if we're to use the ritual we spoke of, this is when it starts.
Red, if we take
Thank you for pinning that, Waddy.
along that path,
Jacob is ready to die.
the others won't be. We'll tell lies. We'll harvest the essence of the living.
I'll shoulder the blame. As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful. Do we kill to be together again?
Or do we part forever?
We must decide now.
Oh, snap. You have reached the closure of a haunting case. As a banisher, you must decide. Blame the haunted inhabitant, ascend the ghost, or banish the ghost.
The giant horse cock weighs over 11 pounds.
The fucking what? Each choice will have consequences, specifically on the way Red and Antia evolve as a couple. Reminder, if Red wishes to bring Antia back to life, he must blame the largest number of living settlers. Alright. Well. So if we blame Jacob, that means Antia takes his life force. Or we can send Benedict's ghost away or banish it away. There can be only one. Well, we've already seen what an ascend looks like. I'm kind of curious to know what a blame looks like. I mean, this guy's already lost his mind. I don't think he would mind too much. I think for the sake of learning, maybe we blame Jacob Lind and just, see what it does. I mean, he was going to die out here eating all this rotten meat anyway. You will sacrifice the settler with a blame ritual. This decision will contribute to Antia's resurrection, since a resurrection ritual will only work if the largest number of settlers are sacrificed. You will gently let the ghost descend from this world with a release ritual. This decision will contribute to Antia's ascent. You'll forcibly banish the ghost to oblivion with a banishment ritual. This decision will contribute to Antia's ascent.
Don't just stand there! Help me! Help me, Leon! Help! The door's locked. I can't open it. Look, there's a crank over there. Look, there's a gate here.
What is that thing?
Hey! What are you looking at? Where are you going, Leon? Leon! Help! Leon!
One must mind a mind unless you don't mind. So basically, if we want to try to bring her back to life, we have to sacrifice people. Or whichever one we do here, she will eventually ascend herself. So, well, we're going to see what happens here.
Jacob Lind, you believe you merit no mercy, but your suffering must have an ending. You murdered your friend.
Which best
the man
play?
You called your brother.
Very tough call, but I think.
Then you denied your.
I think. I think Forrest already has more votes, so I'd say go with that one.
Right this wrong.
And ultimately, it probably is my better of the two shows.
Your death will ease his suffering.
Wake me up inside!
Here.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Benedict, my friend, forgive me.
Maybe just a touch out of range. Yeah, for most people. Gave him a purple nurple. And then took the nurple. She has 5 of them now.
I loved and ate his flesh. This I deserve.
It's done. You may feed on his essence. I think I need a moment.
You can rest inside.
She gonna eat him.
No more maggots. Ben is gone for good.
Well, he had some money. It's the third nipple that does it. That is Krusty. He's got the superfluous third nipple. Rest up at Jacob's hovel. Defeating an enemy with punch attack refills the banish gate. No, that could be useful. Can we get that? No, I guess not. Fourth attack, heavy attack triggers a punch attack that ignores resistance. Parrying restores 15 spirit points. Charged heavy attack damage is increased by 20%. That's a good one. Okay, we don't have any of that. Damage dealt by red is increased by 30% against full health enemies. Kind of like this one. Defeating an enemy with heavy attack reduces the next damage taken by 90%. Hell yeah. Counter blow. Fourth heavy. That means the first hit's a big one. Let's do that. Alright, cool. Alright, we're gonna rest. And that seems to be a perfect place to transition over to Marbs.
Resistance is futile.
He has the nipples 3. Now what will now what will be will be. All right. All right. Pretty sure we auto-save there. So.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right, and with that, calling all Marb stars, calling all Marb stars. It's time to roll, it's time to roll. Get on ready to come down to the service desk for a little Marbles on Stream, hot Marb on Marb action. Oh yeah, we're just gonna fire things up here and we'll be ready to roll. That's right, firing things up and then we'll be ready to roll. Go little Marb stars, oh yeah. Apologies to Wee Willie. Wasn't Wee Willie Winky the one who was running through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown? All right, exclamation point play, Marb stars. Get those Marbs on the board. Oh yeah, exclamation point play. Thank you for showing me today. All right, exclamation point play, everybody. We got 5 Marbs on the board. Got Jim, myself, Phoenix, Waddy, and HB. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. Oh, we got Seema now. All right, we got Mare Bear on the board and CP Geek. Look at that. We got 8 Marb stars ready to roll. All right, 8 Marb stars now ready to roll. Did you all hear that Marjorie Taylor Greene just resigned from Congress? Well, yep, she announced it. She announced that she's retiring, which, I mean, hell yeah. I think it's the beginning of January that she's officially done. So, hey, maybe we can get someone better in there. We can hope. We can hope. Now, if only... Yeah, I saw a headline to that, and I was like, no way. That can't be real. And yeah, it's real. January 5th, she'll be out of there. Yeah, what a crazy freaking week it's been, huh? All right, let's do roll call here. She doesn't have the Führer's blessing anymore. Yep. All right, we got Jim, Mare Bear, myself, CB Geek, Phoenix, Waddy, HB, and Seema. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. But I think we're all here, so let's get rolling on race number 1. We do have 8 Marb stars ready to roll, which means we have that coveted 8th place position available, as well as the possibility of hat tricks. And if anyone feels inclined to want to vote in the Broadway World Awards for the shows I wrote and directed and acted in and such, the link is pinned up there. All you need is you don't need to be a Vermont resident. You just need a valid email address to vote. So let's build a snowman. We can make him our best friend. Done voting. Thank you, Waddy. Yeah, that news is overshadowing the news that the Department of Education reclassified a bunch of degrees as non-professional. Yeah, like nursing is no longer considered a professional degree. Like, are you insane? Politicians. None of them are worth a pinch of coon shit. Couldn't said it better myself. Donald Lame Duck is on his way out, too. I hope. I hope. We can build him tall, or we can build him not so tall, snowman. He'll have a happy face, a happy smile, a happy point of view. If you build me a snowman, then I'll build one for you. So let's build a snowman. We can make him our best friend. We could name him Bob, or we could name him Beowulf. They've also imploded the Department of Education, so none of that's surprising. Yep. Oh, and Waddy with the W. W stands for Waddy, folks. On race number 1, Jim is in 2nd, Phoenix 3rd, HB 4th. Seema, I think, 5th. We'll see. It's very close. Oh, Seema in 5th. Mare Bear 6th. Just got to wait for CB Geek to round things out there, and that'll be 7th. And we don't need to look any further ahead than that. Waddy with the W, rolling that Yeetsa Pizza to victory. Jim 2nd, Phoenix 3rd, HB 4th, Seema 5th, Mare Bear 6th, CB Geek in 7th, and in 8th. Eric, how dare! Yep, but the W stands for Waddy, folks. But that means I'm 2/3 of the way to a hat trick in just one race. So, hey, we'll see what happens from here. So on to race number 2, Electric Boogaloo, Blazing Fire Nest. Exclamation point play.
Gotta go fast!
Gotta go fast!
Gotta go faster, faster, faster! Rolling the speed of sound, trying to kiss and talk around. Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location without any explanation.
Thank you for the 5 bits. At this point, with MAGA seemingly on the verge of collapsing and the Dems weak as fuck, I'm just waiting to see if/how the country balkanizes. Yeah, it is kind of wild right now. Like, we'll see if the lists that they release are the actual lists the way they should be, And, you know, you'd think that finishes the implosion of the movement. We can hope, but that's only if what they release actually has the damning information not redacted. We'll see. All right, 7 Marbs on the board. We're missing someone. All right, we got CB Geek, Phoenix, myself, Waddy, HB, Jim, and Seema. I think we're just missing Mare Bear here. Is Mare Bear still out there? We're just missing Mare Bear. We got CB Geek, Phoenix, myself, Waddy, HB, Jim, and Seema. There's Mare Bear. All right, we got our 8 Marbs on the board. If you didn't hear me say your name, you're not there, but we're going to get a rollin'. All right, your boy leading the way on the... Nope, Jim leading the way on the left, and Mare Bear very, very barely leading the way on the right. All right, now HB moving into the lead. Going to the right, your boy going through that flaming hot Twizzler there. Tastes like Cheetos. HB taking the high road, getting into first place. Oh, CB Geek, Yeets a Pizza, stealing an 8th as well. Doomed, I say. Doomed. Doom, 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 doomy, doom, doom. CB Geek, how dare. All right, HB holding on to the lead, though. Seema in second. Looks like Jim is in third. 1 minute, 58 second world record on this course. It's Seema's race to lose. Getting quite ahead of steam there. Waddy moving up into second. HB down in third. All right, we got to go through the shark mouth again. It's still such a gross looking obstacle. All right, and Seema dropping in, making it official. Seema with the W. I want to win. Who doesn't want to be a winner? Well, you did win, Seema, so there you go. Waddy getting that sexy silver second. HB third. Your boy in fourth. Looks like Jim in fifth. Phoenix sixth. Now we're just waiting for Mare Bear to get on in there. And there we go. But Seema with the W. Well done. And CB Geek getting how dared thusly for stealing that 8th and getting some Yeats Pizza along the way. I'm not fish food. Of a giant bag of money? Yes. Of a giant bag of poo? No. All right, halfway there. Race number 3, Devilish Giant Farm! Exclamation point play. Oh, what does this say? Devil Carrot Me. Devil Carrot Me? Okay, well, I don't think I want to do anything to you that involves a devil carrot. Whatever you want to do with that carrot on your own is fine by you. I won't yuck your yum. But the question is, does Kanye like fish sticks? Oh yeah, he loves fish sticks. Kanye loves fish sticks right in his mouth. All right, we got HB, CB Geek, myself, Jim, and Waddy. It sounds like a porno film. Oh my. All right, we got Seema and Phoenix on the board. I think we're just waiting for Mare Bear again. It's a South Park.
Paging Mare Bear, you're wanted down at the service desk. Paging Mare Bear, you're wanted down at the service desk. Thank you for shopping at Ames.
I don't know. Did we lose Mare Bear? South Park makes pornos. Who knew? Well, haven't you ever seen Orgasmo? That was made by the South Park guys. And it's hilarious. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say Orgasmo, then here's the trailer for Orgasmo. The Red Band trailer.
What would you say if someone offered you peace and happiness through all of eternity? Have a nice day.
Meet Joe Young.
Hi.
He's a man on a mission.
Lisa wants to get married in the temple, but I don't think I can afford it.
Who just got an offer.
Have you ever considered acting? I got offered a part in a movie, and it pays $20,000.
He couldn't refuse.
What are you acting in?
It's, an action, adventure, porno. Porno?
Now,
You look fat-foo.
the squarest guy in town
Yes, sir. For Christ's sake. How would Christ benefit from me putting my tongue in someone's mouth?
Do you want your money or not?
has been born again
I'm a bad Mormon.
as the biggest star in the business.
I'm so badly wanting it.
Oh my gosh. Jesus.
Where?
But when things get out of control,
Can't believe I'm doing this.
he can't get out
You're gonna finish this film. You don't own me.
You wanna bet I don't, punk?
without a fight.
I'm pissed off. Ah, heck! Criminy! Jesus. Where?
Now,
What is it?
It's the Orgasmerator. Go ahead, give yourself a treat.
Oh, hey! Wow!
he's becoming the superhero
Bye-bye. God bless.
he was always meant to be.
I'm Orgasmo.
Orgasmo,
Did someone say my name?
the biggest thing to hit adult entertainment
Now I have enough silicone in my body to kill a small elephant.
since plastic surgery.
Now you're
So that's Orgasmo, if you've never seen it. Forgot about DVDA. Nice. Burn. All right, looks like we still don't have Mare Bear on the board. We've got CB Geek, Jim, myself, Waddy, Seema, HB, and Phoenix. Never even heard tell of it. Oh, it's so good. It's so bad, but it's so good. Well, that looks like a fun movie to check out over the holiday. Oh, yeah, fun for the whole family. Damn it. You've never seen Orgasmo? Oh, CB Geek be slacking. Well, it sounds like you got some homework. Sounds like you got some homework. All right, well, unfortunately, we got to get rolling, even though we don't have 8 Marbs, even though we don't have Mare Bear. But time is fleeting. Madness takes control. So listen closely. Not for very much longer. Most things made by Mr. Stone and Parker are pretty epic. I agree. All right, Phoenix leading the charge here. Seema in second. Jim in third. But anything could happen here. Anything could happen. No, it would seem I have not. But Aunt Maggie and I need something to do over the holidays, so there you have it. Yeah. All right, Jim and Phoenix duking it out here for first place. Jim currently in the lead. Phoenix in second. Stumbling a little bit. CB Geek off the board once again. Just couldn't get enough Yitza Pizza, it seems. It's a very cheese-colored course. If Marbs was a meal, this would be the cheese course. Dropping into the pegboard here. Phoenix still in the lead. Jim trying to close that distance. And doing just that. Jim moving into the lead. Phoenix still struggling to get through that pegboard. It's a very same-ish course. Oh, Waddy and myself joining CB Geek for some Yitza Pizza. It's still Jim versus Phoenix here. Who's gonna make the drop? Oh, here we go. Oh, and Phoenix makes it through. Phoenix with the W. All right, Jim getting that sexy silver second. That's going to be HB versus Seema for third. Seema locking in the top 3. HB for fourth, and that will close things out on this race. The voice of doom has spoken again. All right, Phoenix with a W, Jim second, Seema third, HB fourth, Waddy fifth, you boys sixth, CB Geek is seventh. 3 of us getting some Yitza Pizza. Let's move on to race number 4, the penultimate race, number 4 out of 5, Stars of the Heaven! Exclamation point play. Good gravy. All right, 7 Marbs on the board. Still missing Mare Bear. Let's page one more time to the service desk, see if she's still out there.
Paging Mare Bear. Oh, there you are. You're looking me right in the face. Welcome in, Mare Bear.
All right, well, that's 8 Marbs. I think that's all of us because we were just missing Mare Bear. I'm here! We didn't think you were going to come, and then bang, there you are. All right, we got CB Geek, HB, Mare Bear, Phoenix, Seema, myself, Waddy, and Jim. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. Exclamation point play is all you got to do, but let's get rolling. It's officially after midnight. It's now 11:22. The date, November 22nd. Crazy to think we're less than a week until American Thanksgiving, which is wild. Phoenix once again jumping out to an early lead. This is a very, very ugly looking course. Kind of looks like the current decorating scheme of the White House. All this gaudy gilding. Yuck. Oh, now your boy's in the lead. Hashtag not hacking, hashtag not rigged. What a weird looking course. This is called Stars of the Heaven. Wait, is that that's not the finish, is it? No, finish is... Where do we finish? Oh, way over there. Gaudy gelding. Really? It's time for the Midnight Giggler. Here's Johnny. Oh, your boy's still in the lead, but oh, Mare Bear making me work for it. Oh, no, now Mare Bear's in the lead. We're just... Okay, we're all just bouncing around in there. Okay, what the heck? Trampoline! Trampoline! All right, Mare Bear currently in first place. I think... No, it's Jim. Now Jim's moved up into first place. Everyone avoiding the paddle wheel of sadness. Oh, no, but that warps back to there. I guess you gotta be paddled. It's a peddling. Oh, Jim getting to paddling. HB getting to paddling. Flying up into one of Aunt Iva's long boy curlers. Seema versus CB Geek duking it out here. Mare Bear down to third. Doomed, I say! It's currently Seema's race to lose. Swish, though. Seema showing us how it's done. I think Seema might have this one in the bag. We'll see. HB eats a pizza, securing the 8th for the pact. Securing the 8th. Looks like Seema has this one in the bag. Is this Seema's second W? I think it's Seema's second W. It's okay, we have a pact. Getting pedaled sounds like a good way to spend an evening. Ooh, my. He was a skater boy. Said see you later, boy. 2 wins, 2 dubs for Seema. Your boy in second, Mare Bear third, CB Geek fourth, Waddy fifth, Phoenix in sixth. A Jim riding the doom train, I guess. But making it to the finish, not hitting the flames of oblivion. All right, but Seema with Seema's second W, your boy second, Mare Bear third, CB Geek fourth, Waddy fifth, Phoenix sixth, Jim seventh, HB eats a pizza, securing the 8th for the pact. Now we're on to the last race, so you know what that means. Last call, last call. Dark jumping lasers. Bring your final purchases to the service desk. Last call, the store is closing for the weekend. Thank you for shopping at Ames. We'll be back on Tuesday for real this time, but get out of my store. Last call, Mom Stars.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Of course it is.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Dang right.
Everything's gonna be okay!
Okay!
I said everything's gonna be fucking
I don't think it's gonna be! At this point, I don't! Ah! Here's the game plan. HB, you win, and I'll yeet to 8th. A perfect finish. All right, well, we'll see if those plans come to fruition. All right, 6 Marbs on the board. We're only missing 2. We got Waddy, Jim, Seema, Phoenix, HB, and your boy. Take a run at LaFour's with a sock full of quarters. All right, we're just missing Mare Bear for this last race. Mare Bear! Forget about it. Unless Mare Bear is trying to play some 8th stealing strategy here by missing a couple of races. I don't know. Ugh. I don't know, Mare Bear. You gonna make it for the last race?
All right, last call, Mare Bear. If you're still in the store, come on down to the service desk. You're the last one. Come on down to the service desk, Mare Bear, because we are locking the doors and getting out of here. Oh, yeah.
You heard him. Bing bong.
All right, well, on that note, with the bing bong, we got to get moving. Unfortunately, that means no 8th for the final race, but there is still the overall 8th to be had, so we shall see. World record on this course, 2 minutes 57 seconds. Man, I can tell I've been babbling tonight. My voice is like dried the heck out. But I had a lot of exciting things to talk about. I still can't freaking believe we got so many nominations. That the things I did got so many nominations. That's kind of what is wild to me. Like, damn near 2/3 of the nominations are for my shows. Eric and Trav, any exciting beverages to drink this evening? Sorta. I found actually in the back of my fridge a forgotten bottle of Summer Polar, which was also one of my favorite flavors from this summer, which is passion fruit au guava. The heck, my finger's bleeding. What did I do? I don't know what I did. I don't know if it turns of service, so I'm not going to show you. What did I do to make my finger bleed? Are you not entertained? Babylon like Ralph Garman. Yes, hots. Oh yeah.
Thanks.
And CB Geek made me
Thanks.
burn in Ring of Fire with the hot sauce too, and we got a level 8 on that. 8 out of 12. And I accidentally breathed in the pain water too. So that was an unpleasant experience. How do the nominees get chosen? It is I think it's at the beginning of, it's either the end of October or I think it's the beginning of November. They open it up to public ballot, and I think anyone can do nominations. So just like all the voting is purely the public, the nominations are also purely the public. And then they tally up all of the nominations, and I'm not sure what the cutoffs or the thresholds are in order to make it onto the ballot, but clearly we got enough nominations to get on the ballot all those times, which again has never happened for us. Another freaking ad break? Really? I thought we were done with those. Alright, whatever. Do not breathe in the pain water! Eric bleeds for... I guess so. I guess I do. Where the heck are all the Marbs? Oh, jeez. Well, final W... Going to HB. CB Geek second, CMA third, Phoenix fourth. Yeats a Pizza for Waddy fifth. Yeats a Pizza for your boy in sixth, and then Jim in seventh. But now we got to head on over to Victory Valley, see who stands tall and proud and is going home with all the gold, glory, and bragging rights. But first, we're going to wait for the ad break to finish, just in case anybody's watching, so that they can see how this race ended. Pain water lung, the new pandemic. I think I'm getting the pain water lung pop. I think I got a ripped cuticle or something. Well, that's unfortunate. I must have nicked myself on something. I don't know. All right, ad break should be over now. But congratulations to HB on the hat trick. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Excellent!
There we go. All right, now let's head on over to Victory Valley, see who stands tall and proud and is going home with all the gold, glory, bragging rights, and that overall eighth. Ripped Cuticles named by MCR cover band. All right, in third place, going home with the bronze, we've got Waddy! And in second place with silver, sexy silver, is none other than HB! And in first place with all the gold, all the glory, and all the bragging rights is none other than the most
excellent
Seema! Had a feeling with Seema's double dubs that Seema was going to be showing us how it's done. 204 points, 2 dubs for Seema. Decisive victory there. HB second, 102-1. Waddy third, 68-1. Phoenix fourth, technically tied with Waddy there for third and fourth, 68-1. Oh, technically a three-way tie for third there, with Jim also getting 68 points. Didn't get a W, but whatever. This counts points more than dubs. Your boy in 6th, 56-0. CB Geek 7th, 52-0. What did I call it or not? Mare Bear strategically missed those 2 races and ending up with the overall 8th. Did I call it or what? Mare Bear, how dare! A three-way with only 68 points? That's not enough points by 1. Yeah, that is not nice. So close to nice. But even though we're so close to nice, or as the Indigo Girls sang, next to fine, we are all on this blessed day. So another round of applause. And with that, oh, then there's Mare Bear back in time to get
Mayor Bear, how dared!
For stealing that overall 8th. Waddy, sure! Yay! Nope, no indigo. No indigo. But yeah, with that, our stream has drawn to a close here. But we do got the purple. And there is no lime. I wish I had the ability to customize the colors more than they exist, but that's one of the many lots of features that Lumia has locked behind their paywall over the years. I'm just lucky that it still works at all. But yeah, we had a great stream though. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out and experiencing right along with me a ridiculous amount of theatrical nominations that I picked up for the BroadwayWorld Regional Theater Awards.
Fiddler80 is now following.
Thank you for the follow, Fiddler80. Welcome in. We are closing up shop here, but thank you for the follow. I don't know if you've been lurking or just popping on in and showing some appreciation, but we're happy you're following. We'll be back on Tuesday. We stream Tuesdays and Fridays. Although I did miss this last Tuesday because I took a nap and did not set an alarm. That's on me. That is on me.
Whoa. CB Geek 2 just chirped 6 bits. Lizard. 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 Lizard.
Thank you for the 6 bits and the lizard. Greatly appreciated. Why is there a lizard in the up left corner waving at me? Does it? Yeah, that's been there for a while, Seema. That's I decided a couple of months ago that that anytime a note while meme comes along that exists in like a GIF form, that we'll put it up there. But since Lizard came out, I haven't found anything at least that sticks out to me noteworthy to replace Lizard. So Lizard will sit there for at least the time being until another flavor of the week comes along. So now you're blaming Napster. God, yeah, I've done a lot of babbling. I've done a lot of yapping. But yeah, the link is up top if you want to check out the list of nominees for the Vermont region. And again, absolutely wild that me and Coreyworks Theater and everything have got the nominations we got. Absolutely crazy to me. Again, I'm most proud of the nomination for Best Ensemble for Faye the Forgotten Forest. They absolutely earned that one. And then the nominations my actors, members of my cast have gotten for their performances and everything. And Amy for the costumes for Legends, absolutely earned. CP must see the comment for voting. Yeah, and I will. You have until the end of December, so you don't have to do it right now. We'll talk about it again as the next couple of weeks, and I will be putting together a short list of because there's a lot of stuff in some of these categories. Do it right now. But just so that, because again, there's a lot of stuff and a lot of names, and just so that what in the category has to do with either my productions, my cast, or my theater company. So, and again, I don't. If you so choose to want to submit votes, I would appreciate. You do not have to. Again, you do not have to. Do it right now. Oh, an order's been placed. Waddy's laying down the law. Thank you, Waddy. I am currently using my phone. It would be probably a little easier to do it on voting on my computer when I get it booted up. And yeah,
have to go
and
now.
Again, you don't have to do it now. I'll bring it back up and we'll share the link again on Tuesday, and I'll I'll visually put something together so that we can see. It's easier to look at and see like category by category, like that stuff. I think I've said that in like 7 different ways at this point. All right, I need to go put a Band-Aid on this instead of just trying to soak it into my sweatshirt.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day. Bum, 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 bum.
So otherwise, that's it for tonight. There was a couple streams back. Waddy had redeemed a Guide the Raid, but then Waddy had, I think, fallen asleep before the end of stream. So I refunded your Guide the Raid. So Waddy, if you have someone that you want us to raid out to, I'll give you a freebie for refunding that one. Again, I didn't want to go through with a redemption for someone who wasn't conscious for said redemption. Category, what's Cat Dad have to do with this? So, but yeah, but you've got a freebie Guide the Raid, Waddy, if you'd like. You don't have to do it tonight. We can just peace on out, but wanted to mention it before I forget. So we'll let you take a little peek there. I'm gonna take a swiggeroony in my beverage here. But yeah, I think of all the nominations, I'm still the most blown away by like me getting a Best Actor nomination. That just kind of floors me. Forget about it. Let me shit my hands. Because again, I am not voting for myself. I'm nominated alongside some actors that were in the same show as me, and I absolutely vote. Especially the younger kids. Like they absolutely deserve all the recognition for going above and beyond in everything. But also, this is absolutely going to motivate me to get those last 2 videos put up on the site. But I held back on putting Legends up because I really think having the ability to watch Legends and then immediately watch Forgotten Forest, because they really do belong back to back. I mean, it's like 5+ hours back to back, but still, I think story-wise, to be able to go one right into the other makes that whole story that the 2 of them are telling make more sense. Like, you get that big picture part of it. We got Hefner playing Total Chaos, Play Carrington playing Fortnite, and Mr. Whiskers Woo-Woo-Soo playing Dispatch at the moment. Well, it's up to you, Waddy, because we're giving you the freebie for the Guide the Raid that you redeemed. So this is your call, 100%. What would someone who put in a ton of work to do a show you wrote and put together not get Why would someone who put in a ton of work to do a show you wrote and put together not get nominated? It's totally awesome and well deserved. I know on the nominate the previous part of the with the nominations, you're limited by the number of nominees you can submit on your nomination form. So I guess enough people picked me out of the lineup of my cast, being like, that guy deserves a Best Actor nod. Let's raid Hefner, or Hepner, however you want to pronounce it. Everybody punch in for work when we get there. All right, raid is ready to go, so we will be back on Tuesday. I promise you this time. It'll be our pre-Thanksgiving stream. And, yeah, if anyone is streaming this weekend, I'll be on hanging out as well. And other than that, have a great weekend, everyone. Yeah, whatever you're doing, whether you're resting, whether you're working, I hope it goes well. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. It's theater. Fair has nothing to do with it. That is true, Jim. That is true. But yes, and we will talk more about the nominees and everything, and I'll put some visuals and stuff. We'll have more of a, because again, I was not prepared for any of this tonight. So we'll come back on Tuesday. We'll talk about these shows and just give you a little more insight. So, but other than that, we just have to say, as we raid on out, so long and good night. So long and good night.
And butthole pleasures. It's not about butthole pleasures
It's not about butthole pleasures. It's about the raid.
And butthole pleasures. It's not about butthole pleasures at all.
Piss off, Ghost! He's freaking gone. Unleash the fury!
I'm so happy 'cause I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear.